All right, let us head over to Rome now, where Chris Livesay is standing by. Rome, you are following a number of stories, but earlier we were talking about the UK's emergency approval of a vaccine. What is going on when it comes to a vaccine and COVID in Italy?
Well, good morning, Anne-Marie. Well, as we just heard from my colleague Charlie D'Agata, the UK has become the first country in the world to approve for widespread use Pfizer's COVID vaccine starting next week. Well, now Italy says it's going to do the same, but starting next month. Speaking to Parliament, the health minister said health workers will be the first to get it, followed by the elderly, others at high risk, and then essential workers like teachers and police. While the vaccine won't be mandatory, the health minister said he hopes the government can persuade 40 million of Italy's 60 million residents to get it in order to reach herd immunity. It's the fastest vaccine ever to go from concept to reality, taking only 10 months to perform what normally spans a decade. Italy is currently battling its second wave of the virus. It was the first Western country hit and now counts close to 60,000 COVID-19 deaths since its outbreak emerged in February, the second highest toll in Europe after Britain. Now let's head down to Brazil, where dozens of gunmen effectively took an entire city hostage overnight in a brazen bank robbery. Video broadcasts on local TV showed hooded men armed with high-power assault rifles walking the streets of Criciúma, a city of more than 200,000 people. Images showed a bank vault with a square-shaped hole in it and a convoy of vehicles as they made their escape, leaving scattered bills in their wake. At least 30 robbers blocked access to the city by burning vehicles and detonating explosives to prevent police from responding, according to Brazilian law enforcement. Police later found some of the thieves' abandoned vehicles stained with blood, indicating they had been shot in an exchange of gunfire with police, which left one officer and a security guard wounded. Now let's turn to Africa for a sigh of relief. Yesterday, the United Nations reported that food had entirely run out for 100,000 Eritrean refugees in northern Ethiopia. Now this morning, the UN announced it signed a clutch deal with Ethiopia to allow unimpeded humanitarian access to the embattled Tigray region, at least the parts under federal government control. Now, fighting between the Ethiopian government and rebels in the region began a month ago between federal forces and regional ones, as each government regards the other as illegitimate due to a dispute over holding elections during the pandemic. Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, that's last year's Nobel Peace Prize winner, has rejected the idea of dialogue with the regional leaders. Some 1 million people are displaced. And finally, let's head back to Italy, where one idyllic town is selling homes for a grand total of €1 each. That's right, just over $1, about what it costs for an espresso here. Castropignano is the name of the hilltop town in the remote southern region of Molise. The town boasts a castle, which is falling apart, we should add, just like most of the homes are in the region. Guess what? Those are the ones for sale. It's part of a plan to lure people back. It's been rapidly depopulating for decades. Potential buyers here have to explain how they intend to remodel the property and what they want to do with it. That is, make it a home, a BB, Airbnb, a store. You get it. But of course, there's always a catch, isn't there? Buyers have to renovate these homes within 3 years of purchasing them. And this is hardly the first town to come up with such a gimmick. I've been to lots of them. In fact, I was standing in a home like this in Sicily when the floor nearly collapsed right beneath my feet. Now, the price of that home was €1, but the cost of renovations, tens of thousands. Anne-Marie?
Yeah, that's one catch, and I think the other catch is it's going to be a little hard to do your walkthrough, when you assess the property, because I don't think Americans can travel to Italy at this time right now, because as we've been talking about for months now, COVID-19, ban on travel.
That's right.
All right, Chris. Thank you.